I have a zit. Cool, 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 cool. Hi friends, welcome back to another video, or if this is your first time here, I'm Jordan, nice to meet you. Today's video is a speed build. I did a modern family home that is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms in Newcrest. As always, this build will be available on the gallery. I will link my origin ID at the bottom, but I will stop talking and let's dive into the video. Alright, hi guys. So today's build is in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot. I am doing a modern build, which is my happy place. I love doing these kinds of builds. I find they just come a lot more natural to me. I don't know. I also feel like they're just a little bit easier. It's just a bunch of boxes and you just, I don't know, can make something out of it, which is basically what this is. There's like 3 boxes and you just make it look pretty. But here I am playing with terrain manipulation tools, which is something I don't normally do. As you can see, I had to cut a bunch of stuff out because I don't know, I don't use it very often, so I feel like I'm not very good at it. And I also don't use them because I find that the entire world is always flat. So if you have a lot that you use the terrain tools and then you just kind of have like a random hill and you're in the middle of the world, it just looks kind of strange to me, a little bit out of place. So I'm hoping in the future we get a world or something that has maybe some cliff houses or I don't know, like a beach. I remember like Sims 3, like Sunset Valley had some cool beach houses, so something like that I think would be a nice addition to the game. Speaking of additions to the game, the Star Wars game pack came out today, or at least when I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, hopefully today, but yeah, it came out today. I did not buy it. I've been on Twitter a lot lately and I don't know, I don't think, it seems pretty 50-50, you either are into it or you're not. I just feel like it's so empty feeling. There's just not, I don't know, it's not for me. I'm not going to purchase it, and that's okay. I don't think you have to purchase every pack. It's just weird to me that for the first time in the Sims franchise, I'm not purchasing something, which is strange, but it's okay. But yeah, as you can see, the front of the house is taking shape. We're just doing some landscaping there, just sizing up some rocks to make it look like, I don't know, more natural, I guess. Keeping it pretty like overgrown with the trees and stuff. I think this house turned out really well. I actually really liked it. I didn't really know what I was doing when I started, but sometimes that's the case and it all comes together at the end. Moving on into the back of the house, we end up getting in like a 2-level patio situation using some foundation and the balcony that comes off the back of the house there. We get a pool in there as well, so there you can see I'm doing the 2nd level. I've never really done this before, so I thought it was kind of nice, and I actually really love how this pool turned out. I use a half wall and like a waterfall feature, which you'll see I think a little bit later, but I think it turned out really nice. Yeah, I did this build really late last night, so I can't exactly really remember what's happening, and I definitely had to cut some stuff out, but that's the case. Just doing some landscaping. I wanted this to be, I think I'm naming this build Modern Hideaway, so I just wanted it to feel very overgrown and like very private. This is a really cool house. Like I definitely would want to live here and have this backyard because it's kind of like low maintenance as well, but you have some beautiful like shrubbery and whatnot. So I think, I don't know where you'd find this house. At first I was like, well, it kind of looks pretty tropical, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it could be somewhere tropical, but today we're in Newcrest, so I don't know if that's the right location, but that's fine. Yeah, playing around with some flooring here. I end up going with concrete. Yeah, those in a darker swatch, I think. And I think it just looks a little bit more industrial, which is nice. Okay, these rocks. I know they're cutting through the fence. I actually took out part where I moved the fence around, moved the rocks around. I was like, you know what, whatever. They're just gonna cut through. Oh yeah, there you can see. I ended up just putting back the fence where it's cutting through the rocks. I actually might go back and change that because now looking back, it's kind of bothering me because that wouldn't happen in real life. But I think last night I was just like, it's fine. I had a glass of wine or 2 or 3 and was just like, whatever, it'll do. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the landscaping. We go back to the backyard after and furnish it. But it turns out pretty nice. Yeah, just getting the rest of the shrubs in. But yeah, I was actually talking to someone on Twitter today about the game pack, and they were saying how they weren't going to buy it either. And she said it just feels empty, and I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like the world has no Like, you can't edit any of the lots. The gameplay is just talking to people and going to bars, at least from what I've seen. I can't really say anything because I haven't actually played it myself, but I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. I want more content that just adds to like everyday gameplay, which is what I like to do when I'm actually playing the game. I think like a winter vacation world would have been really nice to have more vacation worlds that aren't Star Wars. I don't know. If you like Star Wars, then I'm sure you're excited, or not. I'm not really sure, but hopefully you are, and hopefully it's a fun pack for you. Again, like, all the packs can't appeal to everyone. You're not gonna like everything, but this is the first. The Sims 4 is the first installment of the entire series that I haven't purchased packs for. Like, I didn't buy Nifty Knitting, and I didn't buy My First Pet stuff, or whatever that train wreck was. And then I haven't bought the Star Wars one either, which is, it kind of makes me sad. Oh, and in the kitchen, I really liked the cabinets I had there before, but I don't know, I used them so much, and I was like, I want to do something different. I actually like these ones a little bit better, but both work if you want to switch them back. I just feel like I was using them a lot lately. So I just wanted to change things up a little bit. But yeah, for this interior, it's pretty industrial, I would say. Well, maybe not, just like the brick and stuff. It's very light and airy and pretty open floor plan. I kind of felt like people who lived here, there's one kid's bedroom, which could be a teen or a kid, up to you. Yeah, I felt like maybe the parents were into tech or something, or maybe it was like a single dad or single mom in like the tech career. I don't know why I'm saying that because there's no office or anything. I actually realized that after. I was like, there's no computer for the parents in here, which I find strange because I always add a computer somewhere in the house. There's one in the kids' room, but oh, and I also forgot to mention the garage in the basement has nothing in it. There's no access to it. You could probably add a door on the side. It's more just for show. But if you want, I think you could probably fit. I can't really remember if there's room on the side for a door. I honestly forgot to put in stairs inside, so I was like, so sorry about that, but you can add something somewhere if you'd like. I think you could put in a door down on the side and maybe turn it into like a hobby room or something, or another bedroom if you really want. But yeah, I really like how this dining room turned out. It's super colorful. Loved it. Yeah, a lot of the colors in this build kind of came through, like the light fixtures and the paintings, which you'll see I kind of scatter around after. But moving forward into the living room, kind of struggled with this for a bit. I just felt like the layout was, I don't know, giving me a bit of a headache. We get there eventually, but I wanted a fireplace and I wanted a TV. And they swapped out that brick wall because I just think it made more sense to be on the back wall instead of just kind of randomly there. But yeah, we're kind of placing the furniture that I wanted to use, and then I was just trying to like play around with what would work and what wouldn't. I'm also not 100% sure if they can use the sliding glass door. Once you see when I'm like done the living room, it's like getting a little close to the back there. So I do apologize if they can't. They will just have to cut through the kids' room to get to the backyard, which is kind of weird, but stranger things happened in The Sims, so that's okay. Although, not really in The Sims 4. I feel like The Sims 2, like, the weirdest stuff would happen, and I don't know, like, unprovoked, just randomness, and it was just so much fun. Sims 2 was definitely my favorite game, like, by far. I actually didn't really play The Sims 3 that much, mainly, I don't know, I just felt like my game was really glitchy, and it was just hard to play with, and very unpopular opinion, but I don't think The Sims were, like, they all looked the same, and they kind of looked like Chucky dolls a little bit. I don't know, they kind of gave me creepy vibes, I'm not gonna lie, and like the hairs and stuff were just not good. Open world was obviously awesome, but I don't know. Each game has its pros and cons, right? So Sims 4 definitely has the best graphics, I think, and building is the easiest for sure, so that's a win. Some of the other stuff though, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, so there you can see that's kind of the final floor plan for the living room. I mean, you know what? I think they can get through that door. I feel like that's fine. Sims are smarter than I think they are sometimes. But yeah, we end up getting a TV in there, which that TV is from Tiny Living. which is a really, really great stuff pack. If you are looking to purchase a stuff pack, I would highly recommend. Really, really good. Build and buy items. Moving into the bathrooms, you can see I changed the floors into like a concrete. They go back to the tile. I was just feeling a moment of inspiration. When I put in the fireplace, I was like, oh, this reminds me of an Airbnb I stayed in Tofino last winter, and it had like beautiful concrete floors. Honestly, it kind of looked like this house a little bit, but I don't know. It just wasn't working for me after I did like the laundry room. So you can see there, they go back to the tiles. But I do tile the kitchen, which is something I haven't really been doing lately, but it's very common in the world to have a tiled kitchen. And I really like those kind of pinky orange tiles. I think they're pinky orange. For the 800th time, I am colorblind, so if I think something is that color, it might not be. I'm trying, you guys. But yeah, moving into the entryway, you can see there we're adding in some more colorful paintings. We get another one in the living room at some point too. I end up changing the roofing so that the entryway has a skylight, which I always forget we can do for some reason, but I think it looks really nice in game as well, like the lighting when the sun's coming through. So yeah, moving into the master bedroom. This was not originally the master bedroom, but had to swap some things around because in order to have an ensuite access, the other bedroom wouldn't fit a bed. So yeah, and there wasn't room for nightstands, but I kind of like how it turned out with those little light or wall sconces. I think it looks kind of nice. But yeah, it is kind of weird that the kids' room now has like giant sliding glass doors, which maybe isn't like the safest, or I don't know. For a master bedroom, I feel like it's fine, but so in an ideal situation, this would not be the master bedroom, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, keeping it in theme with the rest of the house, just light, bright, kind of colorful. Oh yeah, we used 2 rugs in here, which I thought was kind of nice, the white fluffy one. And then I think we're just heading over to the kids' room now. Yes. This room turned out really cool. It could totally either be for like a teen or a child. I'm gonna say a teen because there's a laptop. Well, I guess kids these days have like iPhones when they're like 5 years old, so that's maybe not a good example of why it's a teenage room. I don't know, it just feels a little bit more mature than a kid's room. There's also no toys in here, so obviously up to you. You can add toys if you want. But yeah, I think it's a really cute room. It's colorful. We had some posters. I don't think there's that many activities in here. I think we end up just adding in a stereo at some point. But yeah, pretty big room. Again, those sliding doors, I don't know. You can swap them out for windows if you feel like it's strange. If it is a teen, they have great access to sneak out of their room, which would have been a dream. But if they're in the tech business, they probably have some serious alarm systems in this house. And also there's just like windows everywhere, so they definitely have some sort of alarm system. Do you guys like houses with lots of windows? Like, I love lots of windows, like I'm obsessed. But I feel like people might not like that, so I don't know. I feel like I always overdo it with the windows, but I try to limit myself because sometimes I can definitely get carried away. Oh yeah, we get a pride flag in. Forgot about that. Love that little flag. It's cute. Oh yeah, I was gonna add some trophies, but I was like, I don't know if this kid is like that. And maybe they're just a little bit messy. So we add some clothes, and I think we just get some more clutter items. And then I believe I end up filming the master bathroom a little bit. I usually don't include the bathrooms, but this build took me like no time at all. So I feel like it would have been really short if I didn't include the bathrooms. And I actually like these bathrooms. Usually I'm like bored of my own bathroom, so I'm just like, I'll just skip it. But yeah, this one used that bathtub from Spa Day, so they can do like face masks and stuff in the bath, which is nice. Just very zen, very calm and like neutral. You can see I'm struggling with that shelf, which I end up deleting, but I keep the candles, but I swap it for the tiny living. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look as good, but the candles were floating and I don't know, it was bothering me We can switch it back if you want. I would probably switch it back if I was actually playing, but I know some people probably get frustrated with floating candles. But maybe they're magical and this is Harry Potter. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we end up tiling some of the bathrooms. I think both of them. I go back to the other one. Yes. And then for the master bathroom, we clutter it up quite a bit. And then in the guest room, I kept it pretty clean because I know it's for the kid as well, but I feel like maybe their parents are like, clean the bathroom because visitors have to use it. But yes, moving into the backyard, we get 2 lounge chairs out here on the lower patio. And then we end up using the lemonade mixer from Perfect Pano Backyard. No? Backyard stuff? Ooh, maybe Cool Kitchen. I don't know, one of those 3. Oh, and there you can see I added in the waterfall. And I actually adjust that half wall. You can see there, it's the shorter height. I love that pool. I've never done that before, so I thought that was a little bit fun. On the upper patio, we just get like a barbecue dining area and a bunch of plants. End up switching out the table for one without an umbrella because I extend the roof, so it ends up becoming like a covered patio. But yeah, I think we are pretty much coming to the end here. I just start fixing things and adding some more plants. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.